For $1 a month, so for $12 per year, someone could have a customizable signature that is increasing their click-through rate to 2-3%. Hello and welcome to this episode of Speak PR. Now, today we're going to talk about the power of email auto signatures. It's something that I've invited Helga from New World Stamp to talk to us about. She joins us from Ukraine. Helga, welcome.
Hi, Jim. Happy to be here, and thanks for inviting me.
You're more than welcome. Now, Helga, you have a surname that I'm not going to try and pronounce. Maybe you can pronounce it for us and tell us what role you have at New World Stamp and how does New World Stamp solve problems for entrepreneurs?
So my full name is Helga Zabalkanska, and actually, I'm CMO of the New World Stamp. This is a email signature marketing platform and management platform. And the biggest idea that we have for our company is to actually help founders of the small companies or business owners, as well as marketers, if you have one. So to improve brand visibility and help utilize email signatures actually as a marketing channel. So it seems to be a small problem that no one really understands, and sometimes it's underestimated. And you have the huge power to work with this.
Statistically, it's billions of emails every day going around the world. Most of them, at the tail end of the email, there's no contact details, no branding, anything. So tell us about email signatures, but also email marketing.
We all know that if you receive the email, sometimes, and most of the times, we scroll down to see who is the person behind this email before we even start reading the content of the email. So we try to see at least a surname and the company name, or just the name, to understand that this is the person behind this. But just imagine that you see the photo. Now you see the person, you understand, and your email automatically gets a bit more trust. But moreover, we often underestimate the small call to action that we can add to the signatures. And even if it's small business or it's a bigger company, you can just add banners or add call to actions to visit the page, to check the offer, to book a demo if you're, for example, like software company and you want to share a bit more information about your tool. And I don't know, people very often just miss this part, but it's really helpful. And it increases replies and increases actually the trust.
How does it work though? Because everybody's got an email running on different platforms of, say, the desktop and the mobile and maybe the web. How would they use a system like New World Stamp to have a multifunctional email signature across all those devices?
So this is the task for us to solve. When you create email signatures using our platform, we make sure that all the signatures will look consistent in all the email clients and on devices. So you create one signature that you can install to your iPhone, to Apple Mail, to Gmail, and to Outlook. It will look properly. Even if you send or receive emails from different email clients, it still be consistent.
In terms of an individual's email, that may be one problem to solve. Is this working across a whole organization? Because standardization of email signatures is another issue, isn't it, for business owners?
Yeah, I'm more than sure that everyone tried to install signatures if you have a small team, even for 5 people, you ask them to update something and they never do it. So we have the central management system that can be integrated with your Exchange server if we're talking about the Outlook system, yes, so Microsoft options. And if we're talking about the G Suite, we can also connect to the G Suite and push the standardized signatures to all the employees in the company. So basically a marketer or anyone who owns the New World Stamp account, they make changes in our platform, set up connection on the ones, and then just with a click of the button, they can make all the updates. So no worries with the instructions. But if we talk about the individuals and small companies that don't have G Suite organizations, or they don't have Exchange servers or Office 365 set it up, you can just use simple copy and paste method. And most of the email clients, they allow still to make updates using our system, even if you just copy the code of our signatures.
What about things like LinkedIn, Twitter, Facebook? How does that work? Does one have to kind of connect these individually? Because you might have an organizational account, but also you have individual LinkedIn accounts. How do people, from a practical point of view, manage that? Because it's frankly quite difficult to get all the links and the images and the graphics to work, right?
It all depends on your organization setup and the brand requirements. But if we're talking about like all the teammates should have personal email contacts and links to the LinkedIn. So what you can do, you can simply, if you use the integration, you would probably have all these resources stored on your servers or in the G Suite organization or in Exchange. So you can create one signature template, and our system will automatically updates all the elements that you wanted to be updated. If we talk about like smaller companies that would be use more half manual process, you can create the CSV file with the information and just push it to our system, and our system will create signatures based on the master template to all the employees. So basically it will take you, I don't know, 3 seconds if it's 5 minutes, if it take about thousands of signatures, and then you just need to hit the button to send over the signatures to your employees.
Wow. And then does that work for both the sort of when you create an email, but also what about when you do the replies? Because, and then there's the forwarding, because that's a bit of a bottleneck as well, isn't it? When you set up your auto signature, you've got, these different options of when you send the signature. Can you set that as a rule for the company? Because that's something else that I've tried to implement in the past, is some standards across the company.
Not all email clients allow this to do, but the one that we can use, so we can still easily work with the Outlook and Exchange and Office 365. So it's Microsoft system. We can set up rules for replies and forwards for internal and external communication emails, so you can have different signatures for each employee. G Suite and Gmail, they just recently added this option that you can have reply and forward signatures. So we are now working how we can automate this fully, because now it's like one part can be automated, the other one is kind of manual, but we are looking for the solution and we'll just implement it as soon as possible.
What about email becoming part of your, if you like, marketing and CRM? Because we're all sending email as part of a sequence of events, either with an existing customer or a new one. How does New World Stamp kind of help with that part of the work?
It's most of the sequences we're talking about the cold outreach for quite unknown people. So having the signature there will be just more than beneficial for you, because you can even support your marketing message that you have in your outreach in the email signature by adding some banner or some clickable information that can lead to the landing page. And we support CRM system, so we can easily set up our signatures in Pipedrive. By the way, we are the only solution that works in the Pipedrive properly. You can add us to Salesforce, to HubSpot, basically to any CRM system that supports HTML.
And this could be useful if you have special promotions taking place, is you could upload a promotion. Let's say you've got a new product coming out. You could put that on the website, but you could create a banner for the email of all of your staff, and everybody in that week, month would, for example, have Christmas special banners in all of their emails, and that goes back to the website. Is that right?
Yeah. This is what we quite often use for ourselves. So when we have special promotion, we add the promotional banner at the bottom of the signature We push it to all our employees, and everyone who sends emails to like their recipients see about information about this promotion. So it's sales, support teams, I don't know, marketing teams.
Could I use that, for example, to drive subscribers to my email newsletter?
Yeah, you can add 2 ways, even 3 ways. You can add just the call to action button that will allow you you can click the button, add the link to the subscribing page. When someone clicks it, they go to the landing page and subscribe. If you want to make it more kind of vivid, you can add the banner. Yes, so you can add the promotional banner where you can draw this the button on it, make a huge message. So I don't know, to make it draw a bit more attention. Again, adding the link, then it works. Moreover, you can also add the schedule, and our system will update it automatically if we're talking about the banners, yes, at any time. For example, you are now launching, so we have the holiday season, and coming back and forth to the signature seems to be a bit tricky. So you can set up, okay, for the Black Friday dates, show this banner. Then we have Christmas coming, show this banner. Then we have, so it's automation.
When you currently send emails, you can get a send receive notice if you set that. Do you track the, if you like, the open rate and the click-throughs? How would I know how effective these emails have been?
Okay, so we don't track particular emails, we track signatures. So we track clicks and signature views, signature impressions. Let's make it right, yeah. So, and we also we calculate click-through rate. And all we see from analyzing all our clients' analytics, so we see that actually if you work with the signatures, you run tests, as usual in marketing, you need to make some changes to see what will work better for your audience. But the average click-through rate for email signature and conversion rate, yes, click-through rate, yeah. So it will be from 2 to 3%. And if you think that this is just email signature, it's huge. It's really huge.
You're missing a big opportunity then, aren't you, as a company, if you're not using the auto signature feature?
And I also like to mention here that not only click-through rate is important, but this is the brand impression, especially if you don't use, if you add logos to your signatures. When you reach out to somebody you don't know, every time someone's opened the email, they see a logo. I saw it multiple times. So, this is about the brand awareness as well.
And how do people do that? Do they need to be good at design, or you have templates, or they import from another platform?
We have our signature generator. We have templates that are like a custom, they're wider customizable. Basically, you can reproduce any type of signature you need. You have the fields, you can move them, you can choose the layout of signatures, how the elements would stay. So if you want social icons on the right side or under the signature, where you want your company name to be, all the things you can do. Actually, you don't need to be a designer. It would be nice to have branding guidelines to make it accordingly, but it will take you, I don't know, if you come up to our platform and just want to play around to make something nice for the first time, 5 minutes, not more. You don't need to be a designer, I don't know, developer, tester, whatever. Just do it for yourself.
And in terms of the pricing, are these very expensive or accessible from a price point of view?
Well, it's really accessible. We have the package system currently, so you if you need one signature, you can buy one, and the more signatures you want to buy, the cheaper it will be. But the prices are starting from $1 per signature per month. We are now changing it a bit because we see the value and we see that users sometimes don't want to have access to all the features.
For $1 a month, so for $12 per year, someone could have a customizable signature that is increasing their click-through rate to 2-3%.
you just need to compare. If you want to have a cup of coffee in Starbucks, you would buy how much? $6 per coffee or something like this.
Why do people not do this, Helga? I mean, it seems so obvious. And for me, it's been a source of some frustration where people write to me and don't have a phone number or an email address or any way of connecting to them.
I think we are now see a bit the increase in this interest, but when we started with a new old stamp, we saw that we need to educate people of doing this. They're just not aware about the opportunities they are losing and how they can benefit from it. Because most of the people say, "Oh, whatsoever, this is just my name," and they have their like kind regards, I don't know, Helga, and that's it. And I said, okay, you are reaching out to this person. Why don't you want to give them opportunity to reach you back? Make it easy for them. And they just, oh, okay, I never thought about this. No, this is just, at first people thought that they don't need Facebook ads, for example. You need to educate them. This is the same thing with the signatures.
What about security, Helga? Am I needing to install my contact address book onto your server, or is it all safely wrapped up on my own and there's no issues? Because obviously hacking is a problem these days.
We access only the signature settings. So basically, we don't need to go, some extensions, for example, in Gmail that we use, they can read your emails, body, addresses, and so on. We don't do this. We don't ask even a request for this. We just access the signature part, and that's it. And if we're talking about a bigger organizations like who are using Exchange service, so we have a bit different idea there. We don't integrate deeply with the server. The IT department would only set up specific rules that allowed us only use this rule, and that's it. So we don't have deep integrations with all of the system. That makes us very secure.
Right. And Helga, who are some of your customers now? Are they big companies, small companies? You're based in Ukraine, but where are your company clients from?
Though we are based in Ukraine, we work globally, and the major of our customers are coming from the US and the UK. Our target market would be for the company starting from 25 employees, though we cover all the needs of the smaller companies, and we have a bit simplified solution for them. However, if we talk about like small teams, we have users from well-known companies like FedEx, Gameloft, Vodafone. So this is like small teams that use our signatures, not the whole company.
If people want to find out more about where they can find you, how can they do that?
Yeah, so the best would be just to visit our website. It's newoldstamp.com. A bit tricky name, but this is what we have. And yeah.
Helga, thank you so much for joining and sharing more about the power of email marketing and auto signatures.
I'm happy to share my experience.
So you've been listening to the Speak PR podcast with Helga with the slightly impossible surname. So I'm really not going to insult her by trying. So thank you for listening, and do check out their website and send people great emails that represent your company properly, and also will increase the number of leads that you get from the emails you send out. So until we meet again, I wish you the best of health, a profitable business, and if you're going to send out some emails, make sure that they're properly auto-signatured. Thank you so much.